Hey there, comic book friends. I'm Travis, and it's still Comic Book Day. Yay! Or at least do Comic Book Day for me. These are comics from April 10th, 2024. Handy dandy invoice here is telling me I have 7 comics. Let's see what we got this week. Start right out with Dark Spaces, dungeon number 5, right? Yes, number 5. We have to be coming close to the end. Our FBI has found, he thinks he's found the place where the guy is, but he steps inside the place, which is a dungeon. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, last issue, I was like, oh shit. Anyway, thoroughly enjoying this. Hayden Sherman rocking it on art. They do an amazing job. Style is ever evolving. By and large, I like the older, more freer stuff. But his page layouts, panel layouts, it's all still there. It's still him. It's still premium work. Yeah, definitely looking forward to jumping into that. Earthdivers, 1776, part 6. This has to be the end of this part. We've jumped back in time. Our friend, our trans Native American, she is doing the country with Benjamin Franklin. They're getting ready to potentially change parts of the Constitution. Interestingly, I think that ultimately she's changing it to what we actually have now, not to what she thought she was going to change it to. I don't know. Anyway, that's a great cover because we're dealing with the plague and stuff too, because the plague was going on. And there's a conversation about immunity through enough exposure and inoculation and whatnot. Another Benjamin Franklin idea floated in this comic. I don't think there's anything after this. This is part of the IDW original stuff. So was Dark Spaces. IDW, my understanding, is going through some financial issues. So I don't know if they're going to pay creators anymore. They got to get more IP, more of the somebody else's IP, the Star Wars stuff, the Star Trek stuff, that sort of stuff, I think is what they used to make their money off of. And they kind of lost Transformers, G.I. Joes, and that sort of thing. So it's kind of put them in a pickle, I believe. I haven't really dug in more to see what they're at now. Hopefully we get more of this sort of stuff because I actually really enjoy it. Earthdivers, great concept. Basically, Native Americans going back in time, trying to change America. They go back and they try to deal with Christopher Columbus. That doesn't really pan out necessarily. There's some more sci-fi elements to it. They end up being in it. There are some confusing parts, but by and large, I love the idea. Most of the execution on it. Napalm Lullaby issue number 2. Looking forward to this. Issue number 1 was all right. I enjoyed it. There's some pieces of concept that seem interesting that I might dig, so I'm along for the ride. Explore this world where there is a god entity up in some giant tower, and these people potentially are going to shut it down. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. It's been pretty cool. Bengal's art is top notch as general. So I'm curious to see exactly how the thing plays out. It's got some good, it's kind of cyberpunk sort of stuff in it. It's post-apocalyptic. We had a lot of flashbacks in the last one. Like I said, we got some godly stuff going on. So I'll be real curious to see exactly what it is. It's going to be about because I'm not 100% sure. So worth the exploration. House of Slaughter issue number 22. The hunt is on. They're looking for the last true descendant of the House of Butcher, and they're going to hunt him. So we'll see exactly what that plays out. Butcher's War Part 2. They're hunting him, and it sounds like he's going to hunt them. Really enjoyed this world. It's interesting. The politics of this is pretty cool. Nightmares come to life. Good stuff. Last issue of A Legacy of Violence. We'll see how this ends. It hasn't quite hit on all cylinders for me. I am a Cullen Bunn fan and Andre Muti. I enjoyed them both quite a bit. I enjoyed them working together. That's why I picked up the book. Lots of grim and gruesome, and implied grim and gruesome in this, it being Legacy of Violence and whatnot. There's definitely some Nazi stuff going on in it. We'll see exactly how that ties in. Is there a secret indoctrination that people aren't aware of, or what else? But Mad Cave, my first Mad Cave comics. Decent production as far as that part goes and whatnot. But happy to have it done. It's mostly just been grim. Oh yeah, Outsiders issue number, what are we on? Six already. That's a great cover. Fox there, delivering the mail, being a mailman. Batwoman mowing the lawn. I'm not sure exactly what Drummer's up to. Back there communing with the world. Welcome to the place between pages. I really enjoyed this book. Like I said, it continues to kind of be basically kind of largely one and done issues with some, tapestry that holds all the issues together with these characters that are involved, them kind of dipping their toes largely into the unknown places in the DC universe. And the implication between the pages, it may be meta in that sense, because the comic does sometimes go that direction. The Batman issue where they kind of drop into a Batman world, it was really great. That was some cool stuff, and where people belong or didn't belong, and the Batman world psychosis was pretty fun. But like I said, I've been enjoying this book quite a bit. Just it's kind of doing its own thing, and like I said, like I keep saying, the one and done ishness of a lot of it, I really definitely enjoy. That harkens back to way back days when you read a comic, you got a story. Yeah, there's more story coming, but you didn't have to have read what was before it to 100% know what was going on and whatnot. So, love for that. And then we have Phantom Road number 10. Yeah, it's all about the Walta and Bel Air art, right? Really, last issue was super intense. All the stuff is hitting the fan. Just really curious to see what goes on between these two now that they've seen what they've seen about each other, and them attempting to make their delivery. And then we still have this FBI agent who is, as a young person, was part of collateral damage around this whole other kind of reality that's potentially slipping in, and the threats about that, and the Hawaiian shirt man, which is kind of the equivalent of the smoking man from early days of X-Files. You're somebody who was back in the day and watched that. So really curious, really enjoy it. Probably the first book I'll read in this pile. Anyway, that's it. I am very soon off to a swap. Way back, it used to be called Comic and Record Swap. Now it's just called Swap. I've actually never been to it. It's a local swap here. I don't know how much comics there'll be. I've seen some pictures of, these are the vendors that are going to be there. And it's like Hot Wheels and toys. Not my jam. But I know there's going to be some comic book stuff there. Rance Hosley is going to be there, if anybody knows that name. He's was a local person back in ye high school days. But anyway, so looking forward to that. I'm going to go do that with Eric from Longbox Review. So that'll be fun. Nothing else, just hanging with him. That'll be cool. Well, I'm sure we'll talk some comics and whatever else is going on. Anyway, have a great one, and I should have a video tomorrow of last week's books and what I read and what I thought. Anyway, have a good one, everyone.